Creative Citizen Studios is art programming, quality, accessible art programming for people with disabilities. Beyond that, or what that means, is that we use art to develop human potential.
Creative Citizen Studios is an organization that seeks to build bridges between the arts community and the disability community. We work with arts and cultural organizations and teach their educators how to open up the creative process and offer accessibility trainings, teaching those spaces how to become more welcoming to the disability community. In addition to that work, Creative Citizen Studios offers classes once a week to a small group of young adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities. And in those classes, we're working on developing personal goals beyond creative skills, social skills, communication skills, and then also that community integration.
We have a guest artist program where a professional artist from the community shares their work with the class each month. The work presented by the artist informs the art content of the class, often leading up to a public exhibition opportunity. This process, it fosters social integration with people with and without disabilities so that they can connect over their shared love of art.
Mick is just such a joyful person. He has been drawing since he was very, very little. This class has really helped him open up and kind of branch out and experiment with things. And not only has his artistic ability grown, but as a social person.
In our weekly classes, we're welcoming people across the disability spectrum. The really important factor to us is that they're passionate about art and they use art as a form of communication.
The folks that come to us are people that are making art all the time. It's my son or daughter is making stuff in every room in the house and staying up all night drawing or building things out of whatever they can find.
Deja is 14. She has pervasive developmental disorder. She likes pretty much all art, anything you could possibly do. She doesn't really like to talk at all. She's always been a drawer. She didn't talk till she was 5, but she's always drawn. This has been the first situation she's been put in that she's actually had people that she would consider a friend, ever, in 14 years. And she's a lot more confident, she's more comfortable.
So we've had the wonderful opportunity of working with the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, working with the gallery districts to bring the work outside of the bubble that's just in the disability community.
We've gone to so many of these art exhibits now, and he's comfortable explaining to people about his art and talking to people.
Those kind of events, I think, are good for each one of the artists that are involved in this, but it's really good for the public.
Not only are we seeking to develop the creative capability and creative potential of individuals, but we're also seeking to educate a broader community. You know, you see a person who's maybe not able to speak with language in the same way you or I. You see someone who's not able to have the same mobility as the general public, and then seeing past that to see their creative potential is a really powerful experience.
I think the best thing is that it does kind of connect two worlds, because you could have a million talented kids, but if you have no place where they fit, they're always just talented kids stuck in their room.
Almost all of the students right now are young adults that are in that transition age where they have graduated from a high school environment where there's a lot of therapeutic supports into a job environment, or hopefully a job environment where they don't have as many supports. So what we're doing is we're trying to continue developing those goals. I mean, just like anyone with or without disability, you don't stop learning, you don't stop growing when you graduate high school.
Once children become adults and they are identified as any kind of special needs or anything like that, they kind of get lost out of the system. There's nothing for them to do anymore. And so to have something like this that they can count on in their lives and that they can go to and know that they're going to have a good time, they're going to be productive in their thinking and in what they're doing, and that they're going to be with friends, is just phenomenal.
So right now we're able to offer classes, so we meet with people a couple hours a week, and there's a lot we can do in that, but not enough. So we want to take the class model and evolve into a full day program so we can further develop skills around independent living, vocational work,
etc. And we can further develop our connection with the arts community in selling work and exhibiting. We'd like to develop a product.
We want to build a pilot program that can show how Creative Citizen Studios can contribute something truly impactful for the whole Pittsburgh landscape, the cultural landscape, disability landscape, and the community as a whole.
But in order to do all of that, we need to have a sustainable source of funding. Right now people are paying out of pocket, so that also means we're very limited to people who can afford that.
I would love for Mick to have the opportunity to have fulfilling life work, just like everybody wants, and he has the right to that. I can't see him being happy if he was doing something that didn't have meaning for him. Earning a paycheck does not have meaning for him like it does for other people. But being able to draw and being able to express himself and see what effect it has on other people, that's very fulfilling to him. And I think he deserves that chance. And I really want to see him in a program where he's able to do that.
In the wider community, we take that for granted, that we get choices in life, that we have the choice of following our passion. And we want to create the same for artists who happen to also have disabilities.
So this is not merely a form of craft or art therapy, but it's actually a form of professional training for young budding artists. The work that Creative Citizen Studios students are doing is a valid aesthetic product in and of itself. Today, there's absolutely no reason why creative people like Mick or Lee should not have access to the same educational opportunities as young artists as anybody else, regardless of their abilities.
Organizations in Pittsburgh, they're not as focused on helping people find that true vocation, that meaningful career. Programs generally are looking for tasks that will fill someone's day and also create a little bit of income. People are capable of so much more. People are capable of more than just having a task that fills their day or a job for the sake of having a job. We can do better. We can work with the skills that they have, celebrate their abilities, and allow them to truly have their own voice through the creative process while learning something, while teaching something, while being teachers to the arts community and showing people all the things that they have to give.